It's that time once again. Welcome, all my friends and vinyl lovers out there. Mark the Movie Man here, and we are looking at a unboxing of a new release from Terror Vision Records. Yes, if you followed the show at all, you know my wife was wonderful. As a present, she subscribed me to their subscription club, and unfortunately, we're almost coming up on meeting our requirement. Whether or not I re-up or not, well, maybe if the Patreon takes off, okay. But I want to bring you these releases because I've just been loving what Terror Vision's putting out, and today we've got an interesting one in the form of the House on Sorority Row. Yes, this is the vinyl release of the soundtrack to the House on Sorority Row, and by Richard Band. So I'm excited to just dive right into this and take a look, and I hope you are too. So let's drop the needle and take a look at this release, shall we? So I have already, as you can see, have untaped. Yes, I have untaped the box already because I struggle with that so much. So let's unveil here, and here we are, folks. Oh yeah, that wonderful art by Earl Kess that he does for the releases that TerrorVision does. I just have been digging as you've followed all the art direction and design on these. And hey, there's our pixie stick. Whew, I can't wait to have that later. I love that they include pixie sticks. TerrorVision is awesome. So here we are, wonderful packaging, and of course I would be disappointed if we didn't have some of their traditional pieces in this release, including an introduction to the creepy coins here, a feature that they offer, and of course, the fortune-telling fish. I have another one of those. Maybe I'll give those away at some point now that I have a large collection of them. They're still fun. And yes, a thank you for your order from grayface.com from Chloe. So all the great stuff we've come to know from a Terror Vision. And yeah, look at this. Look at this, folks. Got to get the bat blade out. The House on Sorority Row, first ever vinyl release of the haunting score to this classic slasher, pressed on 180-gram colored vinyl. Oh boy, colored vinyl. You know how I love colored vinyl, folks. With gatefold packaging, liner notes from the composer himself, Richard Band. And those have been very interesting so far. So, bat blade, let's do our thing here and carefully open our release here of the House on Sorority Row. Original motion picture soundtrack released. Now this is TV 027. This was released in October. And yeah, it also featured in the movie the power pop band 4 out of 5 out of DC. They performed several of their songs during the movie, and Richard Band's score, of course, which he composed with the London Philharmonic Orchestra, and it was recorded at Wembley Studios. So that's always interesting to see, you know, where these lower budget soundtracks were recorded right next to where the big budget stuff was done. So I love this just haunting, wonderful color palette they chose for this, and the imagery as well for House of Sorority Row, that wonderful creepy font that they have on here. You know, music composed and conducted by Richard Band. Love the fact that it's got the kind of the old school high fidelity 33 1/3 RPM record stamp on it, giving it that kind of retro feel. And yeah, just another wonderful design. I just have not been disappointed. And oh, check out the back. I know there's a little glare here, I apologize. But look at this. This is wonderful. This wonderful cane art, images from the movie to help bring back those memories. And what else brings back the memories? The music, of course, which we have, of course, here, side A and side B. And it is limited edition. Again, if you join the Terror Vision Club, you get the limited edition releases of these vinyl soundtracks, and very happy to have yet another one in the collection to go with the rest of the limited edition. Now let's see what's in the opening. Oh, check that. Oh, that is awesome. Wow. That is just great. Sisters in life, sisters in death. That's wonderful. I love this. design. It's good quality too in here, and it's just a wonderful photo there of the ladies from the film. So let's check out what's in the vinyl, shall we? And it's a little snug as always because it is new. So let's see if we can get it out. There we go. Oh, look at that. The sleeve itself has that iconic imagery from the film here, where we've got the ladies floating in the swimming pool. And yeah, that's gorgeous too. Again, another high quality sleeve here that we have, and wonderful liner notes from the composer. Some composer notes here. Richard Band even got his website on here. They got who mixed this music by, this album by, and I'm looking forward to reading this while listening to all the wonderful cues that will come from this early horror slasher film in 1982, which was written and directed by Mark Roseman. Now let's see what the vinyl looks like, shall we? Oh, this is going to be... I have a feeling this is going to be interesting. Oh, that static always gets me. All right. Pardon me, folks. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh, in true TerrorVision fashion, we have the track listing on one side, and then we have a wonderful picture, a wonderful gory picture on the other. Hopefully we don't get kicked out of YouTube for that. But check out that color. Look at that wonderful pattern. I love it. So I can't wait to listen to this pressing. I'll come back and let you know what I think of this album and a few other tidbits that I can find. So stay tuned. Hey everyone, you want to help us decide what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine? Then head on over to www.patreon.com/specialmarkproductions. It's our Patreon page where we have 3 great tiers for you to join. If you join our top tier, you get early access to all the videos we post on YouTube. Plus, you get to participate in a poll to decide on what we review on It's Vinylly Mine, and you get a poll to decide what the VIP episode will be for the month exclusively for our patrons. We got a lot of great content there, so head on over there, and we hope to see you soon. And we're back, everyone, from listening to this wonderful pressing. This was back when this was first composed. They didn't have the synthesizers that we've heard on other 80s horror soundtracks, for composing. This was early 80s. So Richard Band getting to get the London Philharmonic to help record this soundtrack just adds a whole nother layer and dimension to this music that we have here. I mean, it's wonderful to hear an orchestral score for a horror film, and it is full of all kinds of cues that you want, whether or not it's in the prologue, which is very haunting and creepy, to the main title, which is a beautiful sweeping opening and main title theme, and yet got a little bit of tragedy to it as well, because the girls in this movie are going to end up dying, or at least some of them, and so it's got a little tinge of darkness to it, but it's just so hauntingly beautiful. And then they've got on side 2, they've got the music box, which is just a interesting, very simple yet a very creepy track, which they pepper that theme throughout the other tracks, and that just comes through on here. And then there's just the dissonance and chaos fitting for the track of The Last Hallucination. So I love a lot of the music on here, especially the main title, though. Very unexpected for a horror film, especially one like The House on Sorority Row. So is just... yeah, I dug it quite a bit. If you like old school orchestral scores, you're going to want to definitely check this out. And there you have it, folks. The liner notes on here are wonderful. Richard Band giving some great trivia tidbits about the production and what went into making this soundtrack. And TerrorVision, again, not disappointing at all with their release of the House on Sorority Row soundtrack. So there you have it, folks. Thank you for listening to me ramble about these vinyls. I'm just a fan of vinyl, and getting these pieces, I just want to share them with you of just how cool, or maybe sometimes not so cool, they are. But you want to help us decide what we review here on It's Vinylly Mine, head on over to our Patreon. We got a lot of great tiers there, and one of them lets you pick or help vote on what we cover here. And subscribe, thumbs up, and all of that. I thank you one and all. And remember, it's not yours, it's Vinylly Mine. And I'll catch you on the flip side.